And hello, everybody, for Waffle Board Breaks. How's everybody doing on this Thursday, the last Facebook box before the reload goes in? We have 23 boxes on the table there. Well, one of them will be open tonight, and then I'm going to be adding 16 new boxes. The boxing up video will probably be tomorrow afternoon. You guys enjoy that. I'll be able to post that on the YouTube and Facebook. I'll stream that live as it happens. A little bummed out. The Tampa Bay stunk up the joint, got shut out at home to be down 0-2 to the defending Stanley Cup champions. Tonight's game kind of exemplifies not having a mobile puck mover that can gain the zone, because their power play was terrible. They didn't have any real flow to their game for a while. For the first 7 minutes, they had one shot. Obviously the goal was something that Vesey probably would stop 99% of the time, but that gets in, and then you're playing from behind. I didn't think the Panthers did anything above and beyond their normal game. They forechecked great. They played great on penalty kill, but it's not like they're out there dazzling and wowing. It wasn't that type of game. It was a grinded out game, and of course the Bolts are on the losing end tonight. So now they have to go to Florida, short drive, to dig out of a 2-0 hole. So we'll see if Tampa can continue. Obviously, they have the playoff experience, and they have the solid team enough to do that. But we'll see if they can get themselves up off the mat and try to swing back at the Stanley Cup champions. They've done it in the past, but we'll see. I always felt that the top three teams in the East are just deeper than Tampa. I mean, from several years of attrition, from free agency, and just making the deals that you made to make the cup runs. I just think Washington is deeper. I think Florida is deeper, and I think Carolina is deeper. I mean, maybe Toronto could beat them head to head like they did last year, but I don't think Toronto's a deeper team than Tampa. I mean, they have a big money up front too, like Tampa does, but they don't have the excitement from the back line. I mean, I love Hedman. He's a future Hall of Famer, and I would take him on my blue line any day of the week, but seeing them not have any kind of vision from their back line, there's no, like I said, you don't expect every team to have a Quinn Hughes or a McCarr, but they just don't have anybody that with the puck on their stick, I'm feeling like could make a difference. I mean, I love some of their players. I love Cernak. I mean, the physicality he brings. But the rest of the defense, I mean, they're either still a little raw, or I just don't think they're good enough. That's the team. And like I said, when you get down the roster, you got some great players. I mean, I love Ryan McDonough, but you're not taking Ryan McDonough to lead your defense, but he's a great player, great shot blocker. I mean, he does everything you need from a defenseman, but except for he's not going to be that offensive spark plug. They just don't have that. They don't have anybody on their defense. I mean, I love Hedman, and seeing him out there as much as possible is great. But I mean, he's not going to be, bringing the puck all the way up through the zone regularly. It's just he's not dangerous to the other team's defense line. I think he's going to break through. It's not that. Like I said, and Point missed some good looks today, and so did Gensel, and that's what happens. You miss your open looks against a good, solid team with a future Stanley Cup or future Hall of Fame, now Stanley Cup winning goalie like Bob. And Bob made it look easy. I mean, he just never looked stressed out there. I mean, the shots are coming from far away. I think the second Tampa shot was from the blue line. I mean, Kuch's one of his two shots was from the blue line. It's just, those aren't shots. I mean, those are pucks on net. But I mean, I don't consider it. I think like I said, the one Tampa power play, I think Florida had the only shot on net. I mean, it was a dump down. So I mean, it's tough. I mean, you see teams struggle. What's up, Dale? When you see your team struggle, and you want to make a run in the playoffs, first round, you want to get out of it. But I mean, like I said, it's attrition. I mean, obviously the roster attrition. It's just they're missing that couple extra pieces you need, to get deep in the playoffs right now, and that's a shame. I mean, but I enjoyed the run. I mean, we'll see if they can continue going. I mean, they're down 0-2, and they've come out from down 0-2, but it's, I'm not expecting at this point in time for them to rally back against the Panthers. They're defending Stanley Cup champion for a reason. They've been there back-to-back years. So it's not like they're a flash in the pan, and they're a good, deep hockey team. You want to beat a good, deep hockey team in the playoffs. I mean, you gotta make plays, and you gotta look good out there. And like this, I don't think Tampa looked good out there. So yeah, you're welcome, Dale. Like I said, I'm always hunting for some of you guys. Even if you're not, in regularly. I mean, I'm always looking for abs if I can find them. Actually, no spoilers, but I have something on the way that's Av-ish. It's gonna be really cool. It's not a Nords jersey. It's not, but it's real cool. The only thing it does, I would 100% swear by it, but it does not have a COA attached to it. And I was thinking, should I submit this? But I don't want to wait too long to get it into the boxes, so I will just submit it. I'll probably put it in the next reload. This won't be in this reload, so I'll wait till it arrives, and then you guys will have a look at it. But it's one of the coolest abs items that I've had in quite some time. So expect that'll be in the next reload. But enjoy the ones in this one. Like I said, obviously they're playing against Dallas, who has the Duchesne. So it's cool to see where he started, Duchesne, when he was drafted in the first round pick, and then of course third overall, I think he was, and then of course now he's playing for. I mean, he's bounced around a couple teams. He's a good veteran presence on that Dallas team, and obviously they won the last two games in overtime. They're up 2-1 on Colorado, so that's something they gotta get. You just need the stuff to bounce in your way, and right now you're down 2-1. They easily could have been up 3-0 in that series, and that's just the playoffs. That's what you deal with in the playoffs. You gotta bring your A game, and you gotta get lucky every once in a while. Like, not lucky per se, you make your own luck, but you gotta have yourself your way. That's pretty much how hockey is. I mean, the puck's not round, so you're gonna have some odd bounces here and there. I mean, you just gotta make sure you're not on the losing end of those bad bounces. So, and like I said, we'll see. Like I said, I'm not done with this season yet, but I definitely see it's not looking good for the Bulls. I mean, there's a bunch of teams that are down 0-2, so it's not they're not the only one. So it's the playoffs are the playoffs. I mean, I'm enjoying them. It's the games have been great. Obviously, Toronto's trying to put a stranglehold against Ottawa in that series. I'm not sure how that's going right now, but that's the other game I'll get. And I think there's a lot of games on tonight. So we have games tonight, but this is the last box before the reloads. You guys will be looking forward. Like I said, I'm sure the very last jersey came in. That was that Richter. I got the pictures up on the Facebook page. That's an absolutely beautiful Mitchell and Ness, Mike Richter with the Stanley Cup patch. That is real cool. So, I mean, Flowertown, PA, semi-local here. That's a pretty cool jersey for anybody that's, Ranger fan, goalie fans, and just respect of that 94 Stanley Cup team led by Mess. So, I mean, that's a great jersey. I'm glad to get that into this patch. I didn't want to hold back on that one. So check that out. The pictures are all on the Facebook page. I'll be doing the boxing up video likely tomorrow afternoon. Maybe not too early, I don't think, but I'll be doing that so you guys will be able to see the jerseys in their bags. But the pictures are all there to be displayed at your guys' leisure on the Facebook page. Like I said, we're just doing one box tonight. We'll be down to 22, and then I'll load in the new 16 for this weekend. The boxes are all built, stacked up here. I got new Sharpies. I'm ready to roll. Tape, ready to roll. So that's going to be my project, obviously, after I do the boxing up videos. So it's for you guys. Like I said, I'm still hunting. Like I said, it's never-ending quest for me to find good stuff for the reloads. Keep it going even into our off season. But hopefully our playoff run for some of you guys' favorite teams is pretty long this year. So some good games still to be played. Like I said, if Tampa got knocked out, I definitely would hitch my wagon to Winnipeg. I would love to see that team get to the finals and possibly win a cup. They've been, I love a lot of the players. Love Mark Scheifele, love Kyle Connor, Ginger Sniper, love Hellebuck. I mean, he's the best goalie in the game. So that's a team I would love to see, continue do well. They kind of got to shake off their past playoff performances and get deep into the playoffs for them to get any respect. Obviously, most of America ignored them, and probably most of Canada as well, because they have much more beloved teams. Obviously, with McJesus out at Edmonton, and Toronto's double-digit multi players, and their double-digit millions, multiple players on their roster. And then Ottawa's, and then Montreal. Both of those teams are rising from the ashes of being bad for so long. So it's fun to see both of them, get into the playoffs and try to make some noise. Like I said, it looks like, I don't know if Montreal's going to be able to take out Washington, and obviously Ottawa's got a tall task to take out their big brother in the province and the Maple Leafs. But like I said, I like to see the Canadian teams, get some burn here into the playoffs. Obviously, Winnipeg and Edmonton out west, we have those two teams left, even though Edmonton's not looking great, because obviously that Kings team is a throttle. They throttle you. Best defensive team probably in the playoffs, and they're proving that. That was by goals per game, I think. And obviously a lot of everything they do well is on display. So, and they're good young players. Obviously Brant Clark had the goal. Byfield had a goal, a couple goals now in the series. So it's fun to watch. They're good young players. They're not doing a reload. They're not doing a rebuild in LA. They're kind of doing a reload, which is good. Obviously they got some of their veterans are still there. Obviously the quick is long gone, but they do have some legit players from the Drew Doughty, Kopitar. Those are both future Hall of Famers in my mind, and I'm surely that's probably the case for both of them. We miss a lot in the East Coast. We don't get to see him as much, but Doughty obviously was a number 2 overall pick, I think, and then Kopitar has been absolutely amazing for quite some time, and still doing strong for that team. So, but we'll see. Like I said, it's it. Playoffs are going good. Enjoying it. Maybe we'll enjoy it into the weekend, and you guys will get your bids in. I didn't even check the last day or so to see if any of the new stuff has got bids yet. I know a couple of them did early when I checked on Tuesday or early Wednesday, but I haven't seen in the last day or so. So I'm going to be checking that after we're done here, because I have to end whatever we hit. That way it'll be just the 38 spots available on eBay. Right now there's 37 or 39 rather, because we had the extra spot. And we ended the one from Tuesday. So like I said, everything is in the mail. You guys should be receiving it if you haven't already. I mailed everything on Monday. I'm hoping everybody gets their stuff to them by the weekends. So got some good jerseys that were sent out to you guys. The only thing I have yet to mail, Ron, is not. I haven't sent the 16 by 20. I've been to a couple places to find a box tube for the 16 by 20, because it's in a tube now, but I need something else to ship it in. But both places were out, so I'm going to be trying like one of those Office Depots or something to try to find someplace that has a box that I can ship it in. So that'll be out soon. Everybody else, the jerseys are on the way, so keep an eye out for them. If you're expecting a jersey, it should be arriving shortly. So there we go. Let me see what we got here. Just the one box today. There's no other. Oh, let me see. Make any notices. Just wanted to make note for anybody that cares. This is box 430. Oh, you got the Beniers. Congratulations, Derek. Love that jersey with the Stanley Cup patch. Or no, Stanley Cup patch, the inaugural season patch. That's a great jersey. So I'm always looking for the newer teams. It's fun to get their stuff in there. Kraken, as well as still the Vegas Golden Knights. Obviously, the new teams, it's good to know. And Utah, as soon as their new jerseys start coming out, I guess maybe the 1 year jersey is going to start popping up. I know Big Al has a couple already in his PC, but I don't want to get too much into the UHC ones. I'd rather wait until they get to their actual logo. But even then, I'm sure that the stuff will be showing up on the secondary market from this first inaugural season, which is still cool. So I'm sure we'll be coming across them. So I'll be keeping an eye out for them. If anybody's really interested, let me know, and I'll put the full court press on. But usually I just try to keep my ear to the ground, and whatever comes across my PC, and I grab it though. This is box 430. We have done 429 so far. We've done 451 jerseys. Back when I was getting some cheaper ones, I was able to double up some of the boxes. So we've done what was that, 12 double jerseys, or 22 total, 22 double jersey boxes we've done. So yeah, so you guys were lucky back then. I haven't been able to grab in bulk as much recently, but I still would like to get some double jerseys in there. They're fun when you get 2 winners in a single box, but obviously cost wise, it makes it tougher on me. I got to be able to find stuff that I can box up together. But yeah, so this is box 430 tonight, and this is going to be box 452. So we're getting up there. Like I said, even though the numbers are different, but I mean, we're looking at 430 tonight, which is still pretty cool. So, and then obviously the reload on Sunday, boxes 431 and 432. Let me see if I have anything else of note. I want to let you guys know. Everything else? No, I think we had 9 people tonight with the 23 boxes. It's pretty good. Obviously, stuff goes really fast. One surprise, there's no real late ones. Obviously, Ron swooped in as our regular closer. Heard the Enter Sandman, and he stepped in and grabbed the last 4 spots. And a bunch of you guys grabbed multiple spots. So good luck to everybody. Like I said, I think all 9 people have hit in the past. There's no newbies yet. So always looking, like I said, I have a couple people that have inquired about the product. I'm always asking them to stop by and watch the videos or watch the replays if they want to get in. Definitely get in. It's tough with the Facebook stuff because it's, especially when we get down to about mid-20s and lower, because it's pretty crazy. You guys are pretty good vets at that, so it's tough for somebody new to step in. But eBay's easier because you just get your bids in on the spots you want, you win your spots, and then you have it for both of the boxes we open. So eBay's pretty self-explanatory, pretty basic. That's the entry point for most of you guys. But like we said, we have some people that only do the eBay stuff. They don't do the Facebook stuff at all. Some people have work restrictions on their computers and other things. They don't even have Facebook accounts. So, but we deal with what we got. So, I mean, like I said, I like to appeal to both groups. Some people are eBay only, some people are Facebook only. The majority of us do both. So, let's get going. Let me get my randoms up. Like I said, the prices weren't too bad. Like I said, I try to keep it down. Like I said, I share the pain sometimes chasing spots for a long time, and I try to keep it at a tolerable price level. Obviously it has to be worth my efforts at the same time, but I don't want to gouge anybody. And like I said, there are some really nice spots left, but I don't want to have anything too high in the break. So you guys seem to appreciate that, and we're doing a good job of getting this stuff filled. I don't want to have to overprice stuff and then deduct every single time and discount, but I like to keep it at a point where you guys understand it's a good value for the spot prices. So let's get going with our random for our box. So good luck, everybody. This is exciting. We're down to 23. It's fun when we get down to 23, 22 boxes. This is pretty cool. So I'm excited. This is the best odds anybody's going to get for quite some time. We get down to 22 the last several reloads. Obviously, we're doing 4 a week. I mean, 16 gets us back to 30 or 22 within four weeks. And obviously, I have to plan even before that to get the reload ready. So, but that's pretty much our routine. We do the double box on Sunday and then single boxes on Tuesday and Thursday, or we've done Wednesdays lately, last couple of weeks, but Tuesday and Thursday is our thing. So let's get going. Let's get back to the randoms. Where's my lists? Where's my dice? Ooh, there's my dice. Where's my list? Okay. Here we go. Get my numbers up. Okay. So everybody knows we need 5 or more to decide which box we are going to open. So 5 or more, of course, in the dice roll. Here is our boxes left in order. Obviously, we have 60 and 3, our single boxes from their runs. 18 and 26 are the last 2 boxes from those runs. And that's the January reload. So we have only 2 boxes from 2024. 18 and 26 are from January. Then we have 3 from February, then 5 from March, and 11 from the April reload. So I still have 11 from the April reload. We're going to be loading in 16 more. So that's a lot of recent boxes. So we'll see if we hit something older or if we hit something new. We hit a last reload box last time. We had 12, now down to 11. But with 23 boxes, that's about 50-50 anyway. So flip a coin, see where the box is going to end up. So good luck, everybody. Let's do it. 5 or more on our dice. And that's 12. A lot of rolls. Okay, here we go. 12 times, guys. I think we did 7 last time, so it's the most common roll. But then we hit 12. So 12 times our list to come up with our box. 23 boxes, 2 times, 23 boxes, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have a yellow jacket down here someplace in the basement. 10. Killed a couple already, so 11. And the box we're going to open up tonight, which is the last box before the reload goes in. 1 in 23 box odds. Everybody, here it is. Box number 55. 55 is not from the last reload. 55, 12 times, 23 boxes, box 55. Okie dokies. Actually, let's back that out. I'm going to have to redo the entire list anyway, but let's get 55 off of it. There it is. Okay, 55. Okay, let's see what we got. Maybe I did, Ty. I know there's a decent amount of Avs fans in the room, so I definitely want to appeal to. I don't want you guys to have to duke it out, fist fights, but at least when I got 2, you guys can split them up amongst yourselves. So let me see. There is where it is. Let me see. Let me do my internal box 55. That's crazy. Last bunch of boxes we've done 42, 46, 40, 58, 66, 55. It's like the linebacking core. So there we go. 55. This is box 430. So that is correct. Let me get that out of the way. Let me get this. Box 55. And this is the reload before last, which we hit a couple times already this week. So there we go. This has got good stuff, guys. Let's see what we got. Where is my list? Where is my list? Okay. Oh, box 55. There we go. 22 boxes left. 3 rows of 7, or 2 rows of 7, 1 row of 8s. That's 22 boxes left. So here we go. Box 55. 55. 55. Who's everybody's favorite 55s? Larry Murphy was 55. My boy Sergey Gonchar is 55. Trying to 55s. Anybody else have 55 they can think of as your favorites? 55 is not a very common NHL number, but I know defensemen have gotten it. So definitely Larry Murphy, when they did that Pittsburgh thing, when they had the doubles where I think was it John Cullen, I think was 11. They had a Brasso was 33, I think, and then Rob Brown was 44. Larry Murphy 55. Lem was 66. Coffey was 77. They didn't have an 88 or a 99. And who was 22? I don't remember who 22 was. So the Taco was there at the time. I know the Taco was there at the time. And I definitely remember they did a double-digit numbers thing. But Tuck or Smith. Let me see. Tuck or Smith. 55s? 55. Yeah, I think Riley Smith. They might both be 55s. Thinking about it, trying to think. Like I said, I know I've had a couple. Obviously, I have a Sergei Gonchar Pittsburgh jersey in my PC. I think I saw a Caps one available. But here we go. Let's do it. 55 it is. Yeah, Dale hasn't been in many breaks lately, but Dale definitely has hit in the past. Where is he? Dale's got 2 wins, 2 hits from WAFFLEBOARD breaks from the 430 boxes he's hit twice. Tyrone, you're doing pretty well. Tyrone's at 19. So congratulations to you. You've reached the top 8, 7 or 8. So some of you guys have done better than others. Some of you guys are more involved than others, but I always applaud the hits, and I definitely feel for you guys with the misses. So box 55 tonight, and I'll be getting ready. I got lots of prep work to do from the reload, but box 55 before that happens is going to be. Man, I'm telling you, get out of his way. When he is hot, he is hot. Eddie Shack, Reebok, Toronto Maple Leafs, when you are hot, you are hot. Frozen Ponds with the COA sticker and the card. There it is. Shaq, 23, long-time fan favorite, older Maple Leaf legend player. There it is. Reebok, of course. I love the Reeboks. There it is. Eddie Shaq, 23, blue ink on the white, which makes sense. 23. And there it is. Your Toronto Maple Leafs. There we go. And the Reeboks. The Reebok Maple Leaf. And that, of course, that is, I had to check the list because I knew he had it. That goes to CK. The man is on fire. Sometimes you guys just got to get out of the way. He's hot here. He's hot elsewhere. He is hitting. He only had 2 spots. It's not like he flooded the board. Congratulations to CK. Keep the heater going. Sorry for everybody that did not hit, of course. Your odds have gotten much worse, but your spot prices will be going way down. Obviously, with Facebook, I set the spot prices, and they'll be pretty good across the board when we do it on Tuesday and Thursday. But you guys decide on eBay, so that's out of my hands. That'll be amongst you guys fighting for spots. But generally speaking, the spot prices are going to be pretty down across the board. So with 36 boxes on Tuesday and 35 on Thursday. So just like that, we're back in the mid-30s after Sunday night. So it's not like we get down, but we get too high. You know, we don't get too high in the boxes, right? We haven't been to the 40s in months. So, but 38's acceptable. 16 new boxes, 22 on the table. And then, like I said, right, even after Sunday night, we're down to 36, just like that. But congratulations. There we go. Toronto Maple Leafs, Eddie Shaq. There's on the Reebok jersey with the Toronto Maple Leafs blue ink on the white number. Frozen Ponds. Frozen Ponds, one of the best. Frozen Ponds. Frozen Pond. I know we've done Frozen Pond pucks over at Big Al's. Frozen Pond's always been one of the better CEOs as far as hockey memorabilia autographs goes. So there we go. Don't get tons of Frozen Pond. Obviously, it's a Canadian company. So Toronto Maple Leafs makes sense for them. So congratulations. Yes. Thank you very much, Tyrone. I appreciate everybody getting spots, grabbing, chasing their guys. I look forward to seeing you guys back here on Sunday. Lots of work before then. Obviously, I'll get this stuff tomorrow. If anybody wants to catch it live, it'll probably be late morning, early afternoon if I go streaming live. I have to do the boxing up video. And, of course, then I'll have to box them up, seal them up, shuffle them up, and then probably take a day and then number them up, maybe even Sunday morning. So I have no idea where anything is. So that's how we're going to do it. So that's Waffle Board Breaks. That's our weekends ahead of us. Look forward to seeing you guys back here on Sunday. I appreciate the continued support. Hockey junkies, one and all of us. Playoffs, even though the Bolts look to be facing the firing squad down 0-2 going into, I think Saturday afternoon is their 2:00 game. So we'll know by late Saturday afternoon whether they're down 2-1 or 0-3. So by the time I see you guys Sunday, it could be all over for the Bolts, or we'll have some life left in them. So thank you very much. Why we should re-randomize numbers so I don't know. Oh, you know what? Like I said, I like having the numbers the way they are because then there's no questions about, you know, those are my oldest boxes. That's the way, you know, I've always done it. So yeah, it is a bummer. Like when you know the box hits and it's not you, that is a bummer. But like I said, especially when it's fine when there's multiple boxes in a run. But you guys have been following along. You know the drill. I don't tell you what is in each box. You guys have to learn on your own, but that's definitely understandable. I see it from both angles, you know, but I mean, like I said, even when I used to do the breaks over at Ray's cover 2, like I said, sometimes I'll grab a spot in runs, even though they don't care about that spot, because that way I feel live if that run hit. I'm like, okay, I got like a 1 in 8 shot of this being the jersey I want, even though it's not one of the jerseys I want. So that's just how it is. That's the roulette player in me, I guess. But like I said, you know, there's pluses to both sides, but I like having the boxes up there, you know, whether they're old and grayed and, you know, showing some dust on them, but there's no questioning what's in box 60 and 3 when they open at least. And of course, 50-50 shot if it's 18 or 26. So that's just the way it rolls. So thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. I look forward to seeing you back here on Sunday nights Enjoy the weekends, your Friday ending Saturday, and I'll see you on Sunday. Take care, guys. Waffleboard Breaks is out of here.